What did you say, James?
We're off up yonder, off up there, and we're going to go see what we can find up this way.
If you could understand that, good luck.
You know where to go if you follow that heart. One step at a time, we all play our part. Go on now, be good, be fine. Live your life, dream big, don't forget to be kind. Live, it's your life, go on now. Chase your dreams, everything, go on now. Be good, be fine.
Well guys, welcome back once again to another video. I'm not in Canada, I'm actually back home visiting the UK. Now today I've travelled up to Scotland. I'm with James and with Adrian. Now we're a bit excited at the moment. We're getting some terrific light over the mountains that you can see behind us. It's a lot colder, we've got some snow. Now I've actually been out while I've been back visiting the UK. Went to the Lake District one day with my friend Adrian. Went with my brother and it was just nice. Conditions there started off really nice. We went to this castle while we drank our coffee. We had some nice morning fog, the first of the light hitting the castle, so that was a nice way to start the day. But as the day went on, the weather wasn't that great. Everything came a bit grey and gloomy, so we decided to head back. We've got that long lens on, put the 1-400 on, and we're just picking out pockets of light and compositions within the landscape behind us, and it looks absolutely breathtaking. A lot different to what I've been doing lately. I've been doing a lot of street photography in Vancouver, and I plan to carry on that when I go back. How excited are you?
Very excited. 10 out of 10.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is amazing, yeah.
Are you doing what I showed you to do?
Yeah, yeah,
that's the main thing. Oh yeah, that's the composition I told you.
With the fence leading in, you know, nice leading line.
Leading lines, composition, light. So I'm going to spend a little bit more time here, get some more shots. We are going to head to Assynt, and by that time it's probably going to be dark, and we'll be back out first thing tomorrow morning. What a day yesterday, travelling up to the Highlands of Scotland. The views on the way were absolutely amazing, and the sunset yesterday evening was just a final cherry on the cake. But we've woke up this morning, we've got up bright and early, made it down to this lock here. Now we're checking out this castle. I've actually forgot the name of the castle, so I'll put it on the screen above. Now the castle itself, there's not much left of it, but it looks really nice amongst the landscape here. You've got the lock that surrounds it. It's on its own little island. Now there's a few issues with it. Some of the problems I've got with that is the separation. The mountains are actually merging with the islands. If there was some snow behind, if we had a whiteout, the snow's not quite thick enough, it would stand out a lot more. But on further inspection of this area, I've actually decided on the composition that you can see behind us. Now, because I want to compress the scene a little bit and create a little bit more depth, what I've done is I've actually got a little bit lower down. That's reducing the amount of water that we're going to have in the mid-ground. And then you're going to have that lovely curvature of the sandbank, and then you're going to have the grasses of the shoreline leading you in. And it just works well as an image. And then you're going to have that beautiful backdrop of the mountains in the background. So that's another thing to do when you found a scene that you want to photograph. Don't just jump in and grab the shot at head height. Take your camera off the tripod, move about and find which angle works the best. Same with your focal lengths. I'm shooting this with the 35mm. It's perfect for what I want because it's close to what I'm seeing, and just having all those layers and utilising that colour. We've got some nice variation in the cloud patterns above, and what a beautiful location to shoot it. What did you say, James?
We're off up yonder, off up there, and we're going to go see what we can find up this way.
If you could understand that, good luck. And Adrian even got a shot. You know, he's doing well for his first workshop. You know. Would you come again?
Yeah, I'm not sure $12,000 for a workshop is value for money.
Come on, I had to travel all the way from Canada. Come on. Yeah. So we've had a great time at this first location. We're going to move on. Want to see what else we can catch. What an awesome morning though, eh?
No, beautiful. Obviously first time, isn't it? First time we've actually been here in the light. It's difficult.
Yeah, the light wasn't amazing, but you can't grumble when you're up in the Highlands of Scotland.
No, you take what you take and
go with the flow and see what we can come across. So that's what we're going to do now. We're actually going to head back to the car. I'm going to have a slow drive up this valley and see what we come across. The light's changing all the time. So we might see what this is like later on this evening. We got there a bit late yesterday, so that's why I didn't get that last shot. You know, when we had that amazing light with the boat, it looked great on video, but it was pretty dark by that point. So I'll get back to you soon. So as you can probably see, we're at a different location now. Now, we weren't getting great light where the mountains were. We're going to save that for later on or tomorrow. So I wanted to reference and check out a location for tomorrow morning. We're close to the coast where we're staying. So we've came to this part of the beach to see if there's any interesting things to photograph. Now, as for the vista itself, it's not that great. It's just the ocean and the horizon behind there. So as you know, in most of my videos, when I'm in situations like this, I start looking closer in at those detail shots. So I've got set up with the 1:400 for this shot, just a nice, simple, abstract image. I've got these sand patterns, these trails on the beach here, and they almost look like trees. You'll remember on Vancouver Island when I was at San Joseph Bay, there was some really nice sand patterns. So that's what I wanted to look for, because not all beaches have them. As that tide recedes, it reveals all these patterns in the sand. Now this particular shot, we've got some really nice detail there. We've got this shell, and it's actually at the end of one of these sand trails, and it just looks really nice. It just creates that bit of interest as you look across the image. Now I'd like to get a bit further down on that shell, but someone stood there. We've got a foot pattern there, so that's why I positioned it where they have, and it's just a nice simple image. So we'll see what else we can come across before we begin to lose that light. Well, good morning guys, welcome back. Great to be back out. It's day 3. We are travelling back later tomorrow, but that's going to give us plenty of time to get more photography done, and what an adventure it's been. It really has. Now, we've passed this location many times before. It's actually the loch where you've got that derelict castle, but in this loch you've got these little islands dotted about. Now, some of them, like the one behind us, it encroaches on that background. You can't really get any separation because the mountain is so high behind. But this particular one, it's just a little lone tree by itself on this small island, and the direction that we're pointing, it's actually where sunrise is. Now, I've already took the first shot because we've got here first thing. It chucked it down with rain. I just wanted to get the shot in the bag. But we had some of that nice colour. There was plenty of detail in the sky, and some of that colour was actually reflecting into the loch, so I've done a bit of a long exposure. And because we've got some atmosphere, some low cloud, it is covering some of the background. It'd be nice if it was a white out and you were just left with that tree, but you deal with what you've got, and it's just nice. Excited for the rest of the day, and we've got many more locations to visit as the day goes on. So we've made our way further into the valley, and what an experience this is, just travelling these highland roads. We're getting dramatic skies from time to time. We're getting some beautiful locations to visit along the way. Now I've came to this area here, and we've got some reeds down below there, down in the water, and they look really nice against that dark water in the background. So I want to try and capture an abstract image. Now I have got a new lens to try out, so I want to try it out for this shot. It's a perfect example of when I would use this focal length. It's a Sony 135mm 1.8, so excited to have a go with it. Now I'm going to use a polarizer. I said about the dark water, I want to darken it even more so those reeds really stand out. It's going to be a detail shot. And I'm picking an area where the reeds are a lot more consistent, so you've got a good grouping of the reeds, and with that dark background, got the reeds in front which are a lot lighter. It makes for an interesting shot. I'm making sure to use a quick shutter speed. It is water, those reeds are moving, so I want to make sure that I stop them. I want to stop that movement of the reeds, but just a nice simple image. We're getting rain again, so it might take some time to get this shot, but what a location to do it. So I'm going to get back and grab this image, and I hope you like it. Now you'll be able to see how I've been varying the shots that we go for, different styles for all the different locations. We've been to the coast, we've been in the mountains, you know, and I tried that abstract shot back there and it worked out really well, and it just mixes it up, you know, it doesn't all become the same. So I've came across the next shot that I want to capture. You see we've got these glorious mountains in the background here, we've got this bit of a boathouse, and we've got nice curvature of this little lock here, and it's just so peaceful. Now we are dodging the rain, we do get heavy rainfall from time to time, so that's making it tricky to get shots. It's harder to slow down when it's like that. So I'm going to take a variation of shots for this scene that I've got behind us. I'm going to try the 135mm from further back and really focus in on this boathouse. It's going to compress the scene, it's going to bring them mountains a lot closer, and it just makes for the different style of image. I'm going to do a vertical shot for that one, so I'm going to take 2 vertical shots and then I'm going to stitch them, and then I'll be able to pick my crop when I get back to post. But the first image I'm going to take, I'm actually going to take the big scene itself, so I'm using the 35mm. Got a bit further down to the shoreline here, so I can include some of the bushes. We'll have the boathouse, we'll have those beautiful mountains in the background, and it'll probably be a 4x3. I'm going to head back to the camera now and try and grab some images before we get too much of that rain coming in. What a place it really is. Well, good morning guys, welcome back. Now you've probably realised in the video I'm in a different location this morning. We actually ventured further up into the mountains yesterday but wasn't really coming across anything. So on the way home we decided to stop off at Glencoe and visit an old favourite that I visited last year. Remember those Scotch pines? We had all the snow and the frost and it was just a great location. I'm basically shooting it the way I did last time, but it's an image I want to capture because it's a lot different because we haven't got that snow. The mountains are shrouded in fog and low cloud, so it's making for the nice blank canvas in the background. So the main part of these trees is standing out really well because at the end of the day that's the main subject and it's just a nice backdrop in the background. We've got shiny water to the right hand side where it hasn't frozen, to the left hand side it's frozen, so I might drag the shutter speed out, might go for that longer shutter speed just to balance the water out itself. So I'm going to leave you with this final image. I might put some of the images up previously that I've took on this trip. So it's been an absolute awesome trip. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. James has enjoyed it, Adrian, we've had such a laugh travelling around the Highlands of Scotland and I can't wait to come back and do it all over again. Now I might have time for the video in the Lake District before I head back to Canada, so until then don't forget, give the video a thumbs up, help with that algorithm. Thanks once again for watching. Bye bye.